I think we are live already because every
Oh,
time I watch it, there's actually this odd silence, and we are like sitting.
it's true. Okay.
I know. Or you're like
Yeah.
clicking around and you're like, oh, I'm live, but you're still clicking around on things. I see. Yeah.
No, we are live. But that happened to us when we were talking about a inappropriate deck. So like, if everybody came in when we were like talking about the inappropriate parts of the deck.
Of course.
You have to know I don't owe many decks, so I don't even owe inappropriate decks. So it's
Yeah.
Yay! Well, yay! Welcome everyone. We're live at the Mystery Channel with Jen Sankey, and we hopefully saw her interview because I've been pushing it everywhere, and her book because I did post. I did to start this all off because retrogrades are awful for me, but I'll let you talk about it. So I started off this retrograde with your full moon Capricorn retrograde, my fire spell, and I'm still getting hit, but obviously not as hard as I would.
Yeah. Anything helps, right? Anything helps.
Yes, yeah, because it's
I
still,
get the deck.
yeah.
Said, so you have to save us from everything, Jen.
I could try. I'm taking no responsibility. I'll give you whatever you want to hear, but no, I can't. I'm still trying to crunch through it myself.
Yeah, yeah. It's true. It's like this one hit harder. I always say that every time because it's the full moon in Cancer. I mean, sorry, not full moon in Cancer. Retrograde, Mercury retrograde in Cancer.
Yes.
It was full moon in Capricorn. Sorry. So I feel like the Capricorn's the one like dragging you to look at the shadows while you're like digging your heels in Cancer and crying about it.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, Capricorn doesn't have any feelings about it. So they're just like, look, here it is, deal with it. And then Cancer's like, oh. And so yeah, it's an interesting mix. It's like total like opposing, signs of the zodiac in a way. We have like the super emotional, but then we have the I always call Capricorn the CEO of the zodiac because they're business, they're all about the business.
Yes. Yeah. Bjorn's a Capricorn.
Yes.
Oh, we say it on every show though. Okay.
You need just one Capricorn in your life, though, because that's how you get stuff done.
Yeah. No, it's okay. My chart's a mess, so I get. But we did thought no, because Paul was when on the episode with Paul and the other one we brought it up, so I thought it was news, like little news. But no, I like it anyway because it's like, especially in the full moon though, it's like you're taking responsibility of pushing yourself forward, even though like the Cancer side's like, no, 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 like it's time to just get things done, time to, you know what I mean? Let go of the procrastination and just full speed ahead.
Yeah, well, you got that full moon too. It's coming up, and that's showing you all those. That's putting the light on all the shadowy parts. So
Yeah,
and we still in that Mercury space or whatever. So it is. It's kind of bringing up all of those things, and it's really what's interesting too is that I think July 12th we're kind of right in the middle of retrograde. So it's kind of the midpoint of where the sun and the moon and retrograde are all kind of like in that same little area. So it's kind of like that midpoint. So then that's really too, like, if you think of it like if you're walking down a path of like your own journey, right? And it's that point when you turn and you look at behind you and you see everything that's been going on. You see it's kind of like the aha moment. You're like, oh, okay, so I do need to get rid of that stuff. I do need to take care of that. I do need to get rid of that, toxic relationship. And so, but then you have Mercury also like, oh, here's an ex showing up. Here's an old friend that you haven't talked to. And now like you see them all over social media, but it is that midpoint where you got to remember to look back why you ended those things or why you need to end those things. So it's and then we roll into the full moon. So it's a lot of space star business happening right now.
yes. Yeah. Yeah. No, it really is. It's that Chinese festival today too. because I took my sister's kids to that thing. It's the Summer Triangle. The Summer Triangle is big today, where Altair, Deneb, and then Vega. The lovers finally get to cross the bridge and meet once a year. So
right. That's a good party time. Let's
yeah,
do it. Why not? Right? You might as well celebrate something in the middle of all the nonsense going on, right?
yes, yeah. No, and I like that they do, because it's like ancient holiday. I like that they do that because, like you were saying, in the middle of the retrograde, seeing why somebody's there, remembering that, but then remembering the people who are actually there, bringing the good people back in your life, bringing the joy, back there.
Right. And as you get to that full moon too, it's again you see, it's showing you all those shadowy aspects and all of those things that you need to get rid of and all of that. But it's also that Cancer, energy right now too, where it's again remembering the good times. Remember those people who are there through all of this nonsense, and celebrating them and taking time to thank them and just appreciating, because a lot of times when we're going through a lot of stuff, we're not thankful for anything, but really gratitude is what helps get us through. And that helps to ground us as well. So if you're feeling like all up here because everything going on, practicing gratitude will help ground you and kind of redirect you too. And it doesn't need to be like big, huge things. It could be easy things like, literally wake up. I'm grateful I woke up, it's just those little things, like, because it kind of sets your brain in that like neural pathway of that, instead of, oh shit, it's Mercury retrograde still. What's going to happen to me today? Right. It's all just how your perspective and how you set it. And there's a lot going on. It's easy to get lost in the sauce with all that. So you got to redirect. So gratitude right now is very, very important.
Yes. Yeah, definitely. Moments of joy.
Yeah.
Which is good too.
It is.
No matter give you contentment, I assume, if you can be grateful, it gives you also contentment.
Yeah. And
yes.
it's also the clarity of it, when it's all said and done. It's looking forward to that. Like, yeah, everything's a little crazy right now, but once I get through it, I'm curious to see what that clarity is going to be and focusing on that. So afterwards, you can really, you're kind of letting the universe know, like, yeah, I'm dealing with everything I need to deal with. So when this is over, can you reward me with some clarity and some good news? And I think that, again, it's that perspective of getting through it and knowing, just redirecting. Like, this retrograde for me has been very physical, in that, like, appliances are breaking. Like, my stove is being weird, and the washing machine is now, and it's like been like weird, like that kind of stuff. And usually that doesn't happen for me. So I think that's very interesting. And it's one of those things like, all right, in August, I'm gonna think about that a little bit more. Not right now, because it's like, if you try to think about it right now as you're going through it, it's going to be too overwhelming. So it's save it for later. Like, okay, get through this, and then you can kind of think about it and see where the lessons are. And it's like, when you're trying to figure out the lessons as you're going through it, you just get overwhelmed, and it just adds to everything. So don't do that now.
Yeah, no.
Just go for the ride. We're just going for the ride.
Yeah. It's like, the roller coaster. Just make it to the end.
Just hold on. Try not to throw up, and it'll be over soon.
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
Oh my goodness. And
you will survive. You will survive.
Yeah. I was like, whenever I think of that one. Oh, yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. To say, whenever I think of the roller coaster thing, which is a question, like thinking of the you're in the dark one. Have you ever been to those ones where it's pitch black, so you don't know when the drop's going to happen, when you're going to go? Like, it's just all a surprise. And that's what people say too. A lot of people actually don't have problems with the actual retrograde. It's the after retrograde, where it's that period where it's the post thing, where it's slowly going back. And I feel like, I don't know what your thoughts are on that, but like, feel like it's, because we're going back to normal, so everyone's just jumping back in, like you said, and yay, it's time to be good. But then, like, trip over the rock that's right there,
Yeah, exactly.
getting off the
Well,
ride.
it's the dust still needs to settle, right? Like when there's all this commotion, it kicks things up. So the dust does need to settle. So you do have that 2-week shadow period. And it's really just feeling it out and seeing how you feel about it. Like if you're still like feeling a little like, whoa, everything's a bit much, then just like, ride it out. Like take your time and let it let it just play out and don't rush things, because there's, and that's something just as a society we tend to do. We want to rush everything to get to the next thing, rush everything to get to the next thing. And that's why even following the moon that's a great thing to do, because she's not rushing. She's going to do her thing as she does her thing and move along her phases. She doesn't care what's going on. She doesn't care about the retrograde. She doesn't care about any of that. She's just going on to her next phase. So sometimes being able to kind of mimic that, like, oh, all right, things are going to still move. Things are still happening, but I don't need to rush it. I can just go slow. And giving ourselves permission to go slow is not something we do often. And we need to start doing that a little more. And it is part of self-care, which is another thing that we don't do like we should, because we're worried about everything else and everybody else. And then worrying about ourselves, like, okay, yeah, I need to do this. I need to do that. I'll worry about that later. I'll make that doctor's appointment later because I need to get done this, and this first, which actually probably has nothing to do with you. And that's a big lesson for me. I think probably only 3 or 4 years ago that I kind of realized, like, I will say, like, does this have to do with me when things are going on? And that's another thing to help sort yourself out during this period. Does this have anything to do with me? Because we're a bunch of idiots and we make everything about us when it doesn't have to be about us. And that is like some weird psychological thing, because when all this, like, if drama's going on and all this is going on and we get caught up in it, if you sit back and you say, what does this really have to do with me? Probably 80% of the time, nothing. Just a part of it because everyone else is a part of it. I mean, a good example is like internet drama, right? Like there's all these things. Like there was, I don't know, recently that one tarot reader who I don't even know who the hell she was, decides she's going to be, with Jesus and quit reading tarot and all that. Let her go do whatever she's going to do.
Yes.
I don't care. And all of these people are posting about it, and they're making, and then that kind of annoyed me in a way. And because it's like, you're just doing that now. You're tapping into her drama for your post likes. And that's my little soapbox moment. I'll get down now.
Yeah.
But that's what I felt like was happening, because you know what? If she's doing that and whatever, then just go, let her. Bye. You and Jesus run your field together. I don't freaking care. My only thing is, my only ick was like, she was still doing tarot readings and taking money from people when she claimed that and so that's my ick. But you know what? Then don't get a reading from her. If you're somebody who does and decides that you're okay with it, that again, it's not our business. None of this is our business. Why are you making it our business? Like, go shut down your stuff and go away, because you literally, she was like 5 years old. She's been a tarot reader since COVID. And that's the thing I've noticed, that now all of the COVID readers, that's what I call them, they're all cycle out. That's what I call it, right? Like, because how many popped up during that time? I'm sorry. There are many that are fantastic and are still around and legit. That's fine. But I am and I was talking to another reader about this, that it's like, I don't know, all of a sudden now they're starting to all filter out. So one of those filtering out. Like, that's the cycle. And readers, as metaphysical people, we see that. I feel like it's like every 5-6 years we kind of see that, clean out, those people, just.
Oh my gosh, yes.
I think, and there's been a couple people I've noticed that are kind of like fell off the radar, and it's like, all right, let them do that. And, but like during this time too, when we have a lot of like energy going on in the sky, like those things might annoy us even more, because they're in our face, and we have that Cancer energy, and then we have that Capricorn energy, like, this is business, and this isn't how you should be doing it. Like, tell everybody what to do. But you also realize, again, that that's shadow work, that shadowy aspect about ourselves. So why is that person ignoring me so much? Because there might be a reflection of myself in there. And shit, now I got to work on myself. And then there's that shadow work, and then there's retrograde, and then, you know, it's like, something to think about too. It's how does that reflect on ourselves? How can we redirect, you know? And with retrograde, it's that redirect, reframe, you know, and kind of review, repair. You know, there's a lot of RE words that you could use for retrograde. It's fun to switch them all around. So, but they all work.
Exactly. Exactly.
That's all. You know, instead of sitting there whining, do something. And whether that is rest, and rest is doing something. And sometimes
definitely. I always like the redirect for retrogrades. Just redirect it. Time to do just a different task, you know.
It is. And you're only one person. There's only so much time in the day. So you need to decide what's important and what's not. And you know, sometimes that is things that we're used to doing, and you know, maybe beliefs that we have. And sometimes you do need to be like, okay, maybe it's time I redirect that, because maybe that'll bring a little space into my energy, and then I could bring something else better in instead of just doing it.
Oh my gosh, yeah. And that's what I feel like people do most of the times with the retrograde, is they try and force an outcome. They're trying to like get to that point, but everything's working against you anyway. And the more you force something, the more like it's just gonna like fall down. Like you said, just go with the roller coaster to the end. No forcing, none of that stuff, because it just gets worse the more you try and do something. Because the answer is so simple. It's just there. It's just we can't see it because retrograde.
Yeah, and that's it. No, it's so true. You do just have to ride it out. And you know, it's kind of like one of those things, like you're just kind of taking notes as you go along, so you can go back to it afterwards. And I think that's something not a lot of people do too, is they're just so going through it that they're so focused on going through it. But like, open your notes app on your phone and just start like writing it down. Make a list of all these crazy things happening, so you can look at it after and be like, okay, so how can we make this not happen again? What can we do to prevent all the crazy things? And you know, even down to something like the washing machine not working. Like, has it sounded funny for a while? Maybe. Ignoring? Maybe. You know what? You did this to yourself. You know, like, I'll admit it. Like, I knew something was not right. So I was like, I'll get to it, you know?
Exactly.
No, and that's what Mercury retrograde does. It brings those things to the surface, no matter what. But you know, usually it's something that you can deal with. And I think that we also need to give ourselves a little bit of credit that, all crazy things may be happening, things may feel intense, but you can do it, you can get through it, and innately you will be okay.
Yes, definitely.
Of a sheep that needs to be shaved. So if you get shaved as a sheep, you rather stand still, otherwise it's like a bloodbath.
Right. Gosh, like, you know.
It's okay.
From anything we talked about, it's just going to be okay. Just take that.
Exactly.
No.
Well then. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No,
go ahead.
I just totally lost what I was saying anyway. It's gone.
Are you sure? Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to. I was just.
Took it.
Exactly. Well,
run. Fall off the roller coaster. It's
exactly. Okay. It's like taken from the air.
We're going to keep going. It's fine.
Well, and that's, Bjorn, that's actually what I was going to say, because like there's people who are born in the retrograde, so they're feeling like this all the time until the retrograde. So while we're all losing our mind, they're like, oh, I'm happy,
Yeah, to them it's just another day. Like, they know it. And, in a way, those people like frighten me a bit because they can lock in like none of us can. And so it's like, maybe we all need to find somebody who is born here retrograde and be really good friends with them. Like when the world's ending, like probably want to be with them.
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
Like, yeah, this is what's happening. Here, do this, you know, and we're all like, they're gonna be like, yeah, just here, come into my shelter. It'll be okay.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I mean. Now I'm on the hunt. I'm putting an ad out into the universe. I need a retrograde.
I actually have 2 retrograde friends. One of them, all her signs are in retrograde, every single one, and then the other one is Mercury and Jupiter. So, you know, she's like,
wow. Like I see you just thinking about that for a minute. My God, that's a lot.
That
Good for her.
I know. Yeah, yeah. She's she's the funniest person too, because she's just like, there's like so much I can say. She's whenever I'm like having my like freakouts or whatever, she's like, just let it out, get it over with, talk, hurry up, let's get this done with. You know, I won't listen to you.
She probably does have the best like dry sense of humor. It's probably the best ever. And that's fun.
It is. It is. She's funny.
Because like I would think that you would have like that just like deadpan humor. That's so good.
She's funny. I actually have a funny story, but I'll say after because I don't probably not appreciate it. But she's hilarious.
That's awesome.
Yes. So retrograde stuff. Well, and that's what I was going to say, because besides your book, which everybody should get your book, it's in the sites, it's everywhere. It's really fun, because like the last time I used it, I led my group in one of your fire rituals outside with the full moon behind me. So I had made sure everyone got the book, you know, so that we could all do it. But what's like your best tip for retrograde stuff besides what you're saying? Like, what would be the best like thing in the book to do and stuff? Oh yeah, yes, exactly.
Stay on the roller coaster. To that is really maybe utilizing the 12th, that midpoint. And before you go to bed at night, you know, set some intentions and for just clarity, insight, focus, the truth of maybe a situation or a relationship, and set that intention before you go to bed, like on the 11th. So on the 12th, when you wake up, the minute you wake up, before you even get up, just grab a journal, get your voice app on your phone, and just literally brain dump and see what you get. And maybe there might be some revelations in there, maybe some ideas that you to help you move through all of these other things that are going on just throughout this other cycle. And I think again, it's just taking your time, going through it, just, you know, kind of go through the ride. And I want to say enjoy the ride, but you might not enjoy the ride, but you might enjoy the results. And after it's all said and done, and I think just also focusing on that, like there's a reason why all this is happening. And to, again, I really, you know, for some reason, this one, I'm like write everything down to reflect on afterwards, and even to pull cards and that sort of thing, kind of make the retrograde your ritual.
Yeah, definitely. Oh yeah, somebody said it's odd and funny because this retrograde hasn't been bothering me, which you are lucky.
Oh, that's great. And then that means anything in that maybe emotionally right now, like it doesn't need anything, like everything's kind of going the way it needs to. So I think that's, you know, always something to note as well. Like write that down, and even looking at the zodiac signs in your chart and where they are, because there's some places that you're good at, you know, and keeping track of that. Like if you keep track of the retrogrades and what signs they are in, and maybe why one affects you more than the other, that is also something to kind of keep an eye on and note, so that when it comes around again, it's being like more than you can prepare. You know, you instead of being scared, you're prepared, and that's always a good thing.
Yeah, there we go. For us, Bjorn, Cancer's the one. Watch out for this one. Like it's just been awful.
Yeah, you know, I mean, watch. You know, it is. interesting to see what comes up. And instead of just getting lost in it, just try to understand it. And I think when you try to understand something and name the emotions that are coming up too, because once you start naming things and you start naming those emotions and naming what's going through, even if it's just annoyance, it helps you to move past it, and it helps you to, like, it kind of like puts a check on it. Like, okay, yes, I'm feeling annoyed, check. And then you can move on instead of being stuck in it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also, what they do with people with anxiety, so they name what they see and they name what they experience, so they somehow measure their environmental, that's somehow ritualistic in some kind of way. So
No,
yeah,
absolutely.
you order your universe.
Yeah, no, I think that's so important. And when you are naming, and if you can, it's naming it out loud too, because it makes it real. Because we have so many things floating around in our head, those conversations that we didn't have and all of that. And if you don't have them, then they just kind of not real. So like, if you name it out loud, like what's going on, it does help. It does help, and it
That's
helps
very
you.
clever.
Yeah.
And it also
And
leads to the first principles, because a universal concept is that you somehow, the earth is created by the tonality or the voice, or like the logos or the om. You see, it's
Yeah.
all the things. So the creation of the spoken word.
Yeah, our words are magic, and we can
Yeah,
use them to help ourselves. It isn't always for spell work or anything like that. You can use it for yourself.
yeah.
yeah. And then,
That's a nice link, Jen. That's
yeah.
clever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then somebody was saying real quick that like naming a thing, getting past like the shame of naming it, because I get that too. Like 'cause that's a lot of the reasons you don't want to name something. Now you might feel ashamed of something. There might be that deep seated shame spiral you're putting yourself into, because that happens a lot. So, and that's
Yeah,
the hard one too. Yeah. Yeah.
absolutely. And again, it's when you do that, it's making it real, which sometimes is scary. But then that also means that you can move past it. So and then you're opening up space. You're opening up space for joy, for happiness, for all of those things. And just by doing something so simple like
Mhm.
that, it really has a lot of weight to it. And I don't think people realize that. So this
Oh
is a
yeah.
great time right now to practice that.
Be freeing. Free yourself. Yeah. Lots of free. Even pull a tarot card. I like doing that sometimes when you're
Yeah,
trying to find out, is it like overwhelm, or is it actually like Ten of Swords moment? You know what I mean? Or like
it helps you
devil
name
falling
it.
back on something.
Yeah, and
Addiction. Oh,
it
God.
helps it. Yeah, because if you
Yeah.
if you don't know the word that you want to use or the name you want to give it by pulling a card,
Yeah.
it's kind of giving you that, like, helping you out, because we know that your higher self is going to pop in and be like, okay,
Yeah.
this is the card that they need.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Just make sure there's no more questions. Okay. Yeah. That we usually get a lot. I always forget until I look and I'm like, oh, right, we're live. People are saying stuff. Sorry, guys. So I don't know when they sent those questions, but we got them.
Got it. We're good.
Yes.
Everyone knows what to do now. I feel better.
Yes. Definitely. Yes. Me too. Like I said, just getting through
You're
it.
live, but you're
Especially,
not live anymore.
yeah, I
Yeah,
know. No. Yeah. And then things don't have to be so complicated. Like, you know, sometimes the easiest answer is the actual answer,
it is.
especially
It
if you
is.
can't see it.
And we like to go all the way around it instead of just going at
Yes.
it.
Yeah. Yeah. Because because that thing where, oh, I have to do more work or it should be harder. It's that easy. Because, yes, sometimes it is that easy. So,
Yeah. And
not
we do
making it
more
difficult for yourself.
everything. Yeah. We do.
Hmm.
It's
Oh,
amazing.
yeah.
And we
Especially
don't
this time.
know. So just pull a card and do what it tells you to do, and that's it. Done.
Yes. Yes.
It's
Let's
that
all
easy.
hope for, yeah. Let's all hope for the Three of Cups moment, right? Just
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
hang
All
out with a
the
friend.
get the that's what we should be
Yes.
doing.
Yeah. Oh,
That's
I
what your
love it.
goal is. Let's aim for that.
Yes, exactly. I know, instead of the swords. But I know I like that.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so I know you've had to your appointment meeting. But was there anything else like you wanted to say, or like telling about your book, or talking about your card deck too? Because that's a fun one.
Yeah,
Before you have
yeah.
to split out of here.
I have my Enchanted Forest felines. I have that right here. I have my book, of course, which I don't have right here, but it's like back there. But it exists. Just look it up. So I have my book, my Enchanted Forest felines, and then also my Stardust Wanderer Tarot, the mass market edition. This is the indie edition. The mass market is coming out in a couple of weeks. So through US Games, and so that's available for pre-order now. And if you happen to be in Atlanta, I will be at Mystic South next week speaking, and we're going to be talking about. I created this tarot spread ritual type thing. I called it the Joy Map, and it's about finding joy through grief and finding sparks of joy. So, and it also could be a very retrograde thing. It could be with anything. So it's going to be fun. I'm excited to do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
For listening, and thank you for having me on again.
No, yeah, that's exciting because I'm actually close to Atlanta. That could be fun. Yeah. Plus, I like Atlanta anyway. Coca-Cola factory, right? Like all the USA things. Drink my weight in Coke.
Come say hello.
Yes. Or see the big bear. Yeah, I like that. I know. Just have to be careful with the short travel. Like knowing me, I'm going to go by myself, or then me and my cat are on the side of the road somewhere. Like.
No, we don't want that. We're not calling that in.
Yeah, no.
You didn't say that.
Yes. I would travel with a million decks and books. I'll be fine. I actually got, real quick, so I just got back from Ireland and I bought so many books that like the actual backpack with the guy waiting in security was like 75 pounds.
Oh my, no, that's my problem always. Like I always want to travel with books and they're so stinking heavy. And the decks, I always get flagged for the decks. Like they always are now, especially if they've been gilding on them. And so every single time, and they're like, what is this? I'm like, it's a tarot. Like, are they putting it back really slow? Like, oh, okay. Like,
yes.
It's fine.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, luckily the guy who flagged me at security and made me step aside loved the fairies and just talked nonstop about the fairy portal, so I got lucky.
Oh, that's nice. Yes.
Yeah. And then he went through all my decks and my books because he liked it, so I was there probably a little bit longer than most people.
Which is good, but then it's also like, hurry up, because you have to get to your gate and make sure it exists before you can do anything.
Yes.
Because that's just like the law of the airport. Like, it's there. It's always there. But like for some reason you need to visualize it and then you can go do whatever else.
Yes, exactly. Yes. I love it. Yay. Well, yeah, so everyone go check her out, Atlanta, grab her books, but you're also everywhere, like TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. Like, I have all your links too. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, just look up Jen Sankey, Google me, Stardust Wanderer Tarot. It'll all pop up. So come stalk.
Yeah. Yes. Love it. All right.